Welcome back to Mesh Lab. Today, we're diving into one of the most essential concepts in 3D modeling, which is hard surface modeling. Whether you're crafting futuristic vehicles, sleek robots, or architectural masterpieces, mastering hard surface modeling is one of the keys to creating clean and professional 3D assets. So what is hard surface modeling? Let's break it down. Almost every type of 3D asset falls into one of two main categories: hard surface or organic. But what does that actually mean? Hard surface models are objects with sharp defined edges, angular shapes, and polished features. Think machines, weapons, vehicles, or buildings. Whereas organic models are objects with smooth transitions and soft flowing surfaces like muscles, plants, or creatures. The workflows for hard surface and organic models are usually quite different, and understanding this is foundational for any 3D artist. Take a look at these examples. This human head and dinosaur clearly belong to the organic category, with their soft edges and smooth planes. On the other hand, this mech and crate scream hard surface with their sharp angular shapes and clean defined edges. In a nutshell, hard surface modeling is all about crafting objects with precise angles and distinct shapes. Mastering the skill can let you create everything from industrial props to futuristic machines. Now that we've figured out what hard surface modeling is, let's talk about topology and edge flow. Topology refers to the structure and edge distribution of a 3D model. Models might look identical when rendered, but if you turn on the wireframe, their geometric build can be completely different. Here's a tip to keep in mind. We want to aim for quads. Quads are faces with 4 sides, and they're considered the gold standard in modeling. But it's not just about having quads, it's also about how those edges flow. Edge flow refers to the direction and arrangement of edge loops. Clean edge flow is critical for smoother deformations in animated models and cleaner highlights on surfaces, especially when smoothing or subdividing. So check this out. I've got 2 quadded surfaces here. One has edge loops that support the deformation, while the other doesn't. The difference is pretty clear. One looks smooth and natural, while the other really struggles to maintain its form. Good topology isn't just about neatness, it's about performance. Clean edge flow and structure directly impact how your model looks, animates, and performs in a scene. The last and most important thing to keep in mind while making your hard surface models are bevels. Bevels are one of the simplest yet most effective tools in any modeler's arsenal, and they also play a massive role in achieving realism. Look at these 2 cubes. One has a bevel and one does not. I'm sure it's quite easy to tell which one looks nicer. Sharp edges can be beveled to give them a softer look, and you can also change the amount of segments and fraction to give your edges the type of bevel and highlights that you need depending on the type of asset that you are modeling. Why is this necessary, you might ask? Well, think about it. Everything in the real world has a bevel, whether it's the edge of a table, a smartphone, or even a concrete wall. No edge is perfectly sharp. Sharp edges don't actually exist in reality. They're always slightly rounded, worn, or smooth. This is because materials have physical properties that prevent infinitely sharp intersections. So why are bevels important in 3D modeling? Because they can catch light in a way that sharp edges can't. Those subtle highlights and shadows along the bevels make your models look tangible, grounded, and believable. Without them, to be honest, objects can feel overly CG. And when should you add these bevels, you might wonder? Well, it depends on the purpose of your model. For high poly models meant for rendering, you can afford to add more segments to create smooth and rounded edges. Whereas for low poly models for games, a single bevel pass can fake the look without overloading your poly count. Remember, bevels aren't just functional, they're aesthetic. They're a subtle yet powerful way to make your models feel real. And there it is, a quick look at some of the fundamentals of hard surface modeling. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more modeling tips. And let me know in the comments, what's the hard surface object that you would like to model?